Hello everybody, welcome to the Sinister Siren Show. Well, I'm never insane and I talk about critics. So do critics have a big impact on what movies you see in a theater or even rent? Because they'll say, well, this movie was no good, it was dog shit. No, dog shit's not really good to watch, so that means it's not very good. So yeah, they'll tell you, hey, don't go see Man of Steel because it's got too much action. There's too much action. There's no story in the freaking movie. Now there was a story in the movie, so that was a lie. There was too much action. I'm telling the truth. There was a lot of action, but it wasn't. To me, it didn't feel like too much action. I did like the action. That's the parts that I liked. I mean, there wasn't any time to just stop and rest. You just see boom, 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 somebody beating the shit out of people, and that's what we wanted, so that's what I like. So it didn't stop me from seeing that movie, and I loved it. Very good movie. So, Lone Ranger was too long. They didn't like the fact that Tonto was telling the story. It was his story. It's kind of like Robin telling a Batman movie story, well, how much of a dickhead Batman is and how much of a freaking prick he can be. That's my way out of the highway. No, it's not. Well, it is, but I'm just saying. So yeah, it's basically like that. It's like a Robin Batman story, except for Tonto has a big role in this, and he's telling the story from his perspective. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter, I'll say it. I can't say perspective. Oh, wait a second, I said it! I'm wearing a tie, so get over it, people. So yeah, so this movie was actually pretty good. It had a lot of action in it. It had shooting, horse. The horse was funny as hell. One part, I might spoil it for you a little bit, but they're following this horse, because Tonto says it'll lead them to where they need to go. So the horse goes, they follow the horse, and then the horse just passes out, basically. Well, it's dead. The horse is dead. And then he's like, Tonto talks to that one horse, the spirit horse or whatever, the white one that the Lone Ranger rides. And then he goes up to him, the Lone Ranger goes up to the horse, and he's like, first Tonto says, well, he's dead. And he's like, no shit, he's dead. He's supposed to lead us to this and that. And then he goes in there and he starts talking to the horse. He's like, horse, what do you think? Where are we supposed to go? And this, and he's like, you know what? The horse can't tell me anything because he's freaking dead. And yeah, he was dead. The horse had died, so this horse couldn't tell him where to go. But then he found the train tracks. But yeah, that was a minor spoiler. But I did like the movie. I'm not gonna rate it. I'm just gonna say I did like it. One thumb up at least. So that's pretty cool. Another movie they didn't tell. I didn't really watch any critics thing about the Pacific Rim movie. I know there's a couple of complaints. The story is too complex. People can't understand it. Blah blah blah. Basically, just think this. Robots, mechs versus monsters. That's what you should think about. That's what it is. It's action. Robots beating the shit out of monsters. Monsters ripping apart. Robots destroying cities and this and that. That's what it's about. It's entertaining. It's pretty good. Interesting story. Not too complicated unless you're a dummy. Then you might not be able to figure it out. Not insulting you, but watch the movie and stop trying to think, oh, it's too complicated. They tell you everything at the beginning. What's been happening and this and that. If you can't understand that, then come on, people. Why the hell did you go see the movie if you don't understand a battle between robots, which they're called Jaegers, and the Kaisers, or whatever the hell they're called. They're not called Kaisers, Kairus, or whatever. But yeah, those monsters are cool. I loved the fight scenes in this movie. They use a sword. And they cut it to pieces. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, the movie, the critics don't stop me. The critics don't have much impact on me, because they might hate a movie and they'll like grown-ups too, which I can't believe that's doing better than Pacific Rim at the box office. That's stupid. That movie looks like a pile of shit. Now that movie's probably dog shit. I don't even have any interest in seeing that. I don't go see Adam Sandler movies anymore. I might rent it, but I'm never going to go see it on theaters. It's not going to happen. So, critics, how much impact do they have on you? And how much impact do they have on me? 10%. Only 10%. They don't have much. Because they're freaking weak. Critics All I gotta say about this, I like reviewers. I don't like critics that complain through it. If you're gonna say, hey, this is what's wrong with the movie, I didn't like this, then I'm fine with that. But if you just say, this movie's no good, it's shit, and then there's nothing, that's not a review. That's a freaking, like a child, like a little child coming on there and saying, oh, I hate the movie, fuck. Not gonna happen, people. Oh yeah, critics, I'm gonna fist bump your face to the ground. Because I'm the Sinister Siren, and I'm back in action. Believe that, my friends. Because I'm always your fearless siren. Bam! Peace out, home dogs.